You're listening to Mickie McKinney, Boy Detective. Connections in Chemistry. Written by R.L. Fink and narrated by Hannah Edelson. For Miss Caverly, who is a lot nicer in real life than she is in my books.
Chapter 1. Into Every P.I.'s Life. The name's McKinney. Mickie McKinney. Churchill once said, "Those who fail to learn from history are condemned to repeat it." Oh, sorry, my mistake. That was one of the trick questions on my history test packet. Apparently, George Santayana is the one who said that, while Churchill said, "Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it." Regardless, whether you are doomed or condemned, it is clear that any who do not remember their past should expect it at some point to come back and take a bite out of their backside. Not unlike the incident last year when George Williams put half a sandwich in his back pocket and his bulldog Jaws attempted to retrieve it. But back to the story at hand. As far as detecting went, the last week had been mundane, bordering on stagnant. Cafeteria food was cooked and served, free of mystery lumps and smells. Homework and personal items remained in their owner's possession. And Sam and I had gone another week without annoying each other to the point where we might have considered dissolving our partnership. It was awful. Don't mistake me, I am aware that into every PI's life a little boredom must fall. But for every day of staring at the door, there should be a day of activity to offset it. Busy days where clients lined up outside the door for as far as the eye can see, with cases far outside the confines of mystery food and missing pets and solutions to the whodunit that did not end with "the janitor did it." So, you can imagine my excitement when, on a certain Wednesday afternoon, there was a knock on the dull brown door of my office and a long pair of legs walked in. "McKinney and Hayes Investigations," I said, leaping out of my chair. I stopped, disappointed, when I saw the face the legs belonged to. "Oh, it's you."
Aw, what's wrong, McGlum?
Sam smirked.
I don't look like a client to you?
Sam Hayes had transferred to Maple Ridge Middle School a month ago, when her parents were stationed at the Army base in my sleepy town of Maple Ridge, Vermont. Tall, blonde, and full of sass, she never stopped reminding me of her superior height and athletic skills. Considering she had a second-degree black belt in both judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I had problems even doing one push-up in gym class, she was right on at least one count. Regardless, I still allowed her to help out with whatever case came through the door. Maybe it was because I knew she had the ability to twist me into a square knot if I got on her bad side. Maybe it was because I was a little nutty from all the time I spent sitting in the broom closet, which was actually the office of McKinney and Hayes Investigations. Or maybe it was because out of all the people in the school, she was one of the few I considered my friend. "You? A client?" I retorted. "Isn't it a little ironic for a detective to be asking another detective for help?"
Call it outsourcing.
Sam lounged in the doorway, her usual mud-splattered pants and boots unusually clean for this late in the day.
See, I'm looking for this weird kid in my chemistry class. Brown hair, brown eyes, little guy. Puny, even. Makes Tom Thumb look like a giant.
"Okay, I know where this is going," I tried to interrupt, but she kept talking.
"Talks weird, dresses weird, always wearing a hat 50 years out of date, but he's pretty smart, so I agreed to be his lab partner this week."
"This fedora is a classic," I started to protest, but then the rest of what she was saying hit me like Tarzan colliding with a tree. "Wait, lab partner?" I asked weakly.
"Yeah, so I show up to class early for our science project, and guess who's not there?"
Sam gave me her special smile, which made it very clear who was the idiot in question.
"Go on, you're the detective."
I can explain," I said, feeling guilty.
"Can you explain and walk?"
Sam jerked a thumb towards the doorway.
"Come on, McSnail, we're already late."
She headed out at a brisk pace, and I grabbed my backpack and ran out after her.
"So, what happened?"
Sam asked.
"Lost track of time while daydreaming."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?